In a coastal village perched on jagged cliffs above the sea, there stood an old lighthouse that had guided sailors safely through storms and darkness for generations. The villagers believed that as long as the lighthouse burned bright, the sea would never claim another life. A boy named Tomas lived in the village. He was clever but carefree, known more for playing tricks and napping in the sun than for doing chores. His father, the lighthouse keeper, often scolded him. "One day, Thomas, you must understand, some duties are not just chores, they are promises to others." Tomas would roll his eyes and run off to play by the shore. One winter night, a fierce storm struck. The wind howled like a beast, waves crashed over the cliffs, and rain battered the lighthouse windows. Tomas sat inside by the fire, sulking because his father had asked him to help tend the lighthouse flame while he checked the lower fuel stores. Hours passed and Tomas grew sleepy. He thought, "It's only for a moment. Surely the flame can burn on its own." He dozed off by the warm hearth. Suddenly, a loud crash woke him. He bolted upright to see the flame in the lighthouse flickering dangerously low. Worse still, through the whipping rain, he glimpsed a fishing boat bobbing too close to the hidden rocks below. Heart pounding, Tomas grabbed the oil can, stumbled up the winding steps to the lantern room, and refueled the flame with shaking hands. The light flared back to life, cutting through the storm like a sword. From the window, Tomas saw the little fishing boat veer away from the rocks just in time, its sails straining against the wind, guided to safety by the revived beam. His father burst into the lantern room, soaked and breathless. He looked at the strong flame, then at Thomas, who stood pale and wide-eyed. Tomas whispered, "I nearly let it go out, Papa. I thought it didn't matter for just a little while, but it does. It matters more than anything." His father put a steady hand on his shoulder. "Now you understand. Responsibility is not about doing something when it's easy or convenient. It's about keeping your promise, even when you're tired, bored, or scared, because others depend on you, whether you see them or not." From that stormy night on, Tomas changed. He rose before dawn to polish the glass, check the oil, and stand watch beside his father, rain or shine. Years later, when he became the keeper of the lighthouse himself, sailors spoke of how, through every storm, the flame never once wavered. And parents in the village would point to the steady beam sweeping the sea at night and tell their children, "That light stays burning because someone takes responsibility for it, just as you must take responsibility for the light in your own life." Responsibility means standing firm for your duties and promises, not only for yourself, but for all who count on you without ever saying a word.